Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. What's going on over here? Let's just push this up a little bit here. Let's push this up. Let's push this up. Up over here. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you? Yay! What a mess! What a mess! What a mess! What a mess! Anyway, welcome. Who's here? Who's got 0 views? Nobody's here. Two viewers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the late night. It's Saturday night. We're gonna party. We're gonna party. We got Sandeep is here. We got Girl from Mars. We've got Warmelian and Alex is here. So we've got people coming in. This is not saying how many people are watching. Party. It's gonna be a party tonight. How come that's like that? That's should be a bit higher. Let me make this a bit higher. How does that look? That looks all right. I think that's all right. That's all right. I don't look that great. Corsai is here. Hello, everyone. Corsai is here. I would say pants are not necessary for the Lewis Schaffer Uncooked show. No, you don't need to wear pants. I'm not wearing any pants. I'm not even wearing underpants. I'm just completely nude below. Should I show you? You know what? I'll show you later. And maybe at the end I'll show you. And let's just see what's going on here. What's going on here? We got 12. It says we got 12 people watching here. But here it says we've got nobody watching. There we go. Blazing Star is here. Corsai is here. Welcome, everyone. I am feeling a bit. I mean, we're in a state of war. I said this 2-3 years ago. I said the country is in a state of war. Semi-nude works. It can be quite attractive. It can be quite attractive. Anyway, we're in a state of war, and people are dividing. You don't know what the truth is. You don't know whether America's winning the war, whether America will win the war. You don't know. Do you know who's going to win the war in Iran? And it's going to spread to somebody else. And already Iran is apologizing for dropping the bombs on all the other Arab countries. And what are the other Arab countries going to do? Do we want the other Arab countries to keep on to be fighting? To be fighting the Iranian Islamist regime. Do we want that to happen? I'm not sure we want it to happen. I mean, Trump just destroyed Stormer on Truth Social. I didn't read the thing. It sounded like he was going to be nice, going to be nice to Stormer. Let me see what he says. Can I see what he says? Iran. This doesn't mention Stormer here. Thank you for your attention to this matter with an exclamation point. With more exclamation points. When I write something, I only put one exclamation point per thing. You want to write a million things. You want to write a million things. Okay, here it is. Where is the thing about Stormer? Trump tells Starmer, we don't need your aircraft carriers. Trump told Starmer, sir, U.S. doesn't need Britain to send its aircraft carriers to the Middle East, and that he will remember the lack of British support at the beginning of his war against Iran. He's going to remember that. Of course he's going to remember that. Let's hope he does remember it. Let's see what else it says. Where is the Truth? I'm not on Truth Social. Let me just see if I can do a search. Truth Social Trump Starmer. Okay, well, this is what the BBC says. I'm not going to read what the BBC says, which are lying cunts. President Donald Trump mocked. Let's see if this is it. Anybody can anybody put something in here? Okay, well, whatever. Trump is just destroyed. I was watching a live of old Bon Jovi concert. Okay, thank you, Blazing Star. Well, Trump just told Starmer not bother sending ships. It's on Discord. Okay, let me see. Let me see what the Discord thing is. Okay, check the Discord. Let me check. Is it our Discord? He's not orange. He's your peach. I posted on Discord. Okay, let me look on Discord. I mean, I'm glad. I think he knows that Keir Starmer is the enemy of nationalism, is the enemy of English people. Yes, okay, Andrew, let me look. Okay, there it is. The United Kingdom, once our great ally, maybe our greatest of them all, is finally. I got very bad news for you. We were your ally. You were never our ally. That's the truth. We were your ally. We helped you. The greatest of them all is finally giving serious thought to sending 2 aircraft carriers to the Middle East. That's okay, Mr. Prime Minister Starmer. We don't need them any longer. But we will remember that we will remember. We don't need people who want to join wars after we've already won. President Donald Trump! Exclamation point. There you go. Starmer's broken glass in an underpass. Just wrong and never right. Is broken glass in an underpass. I like the way that sounds. Is that something from some old TV program? I've never heard of that. That's actually good. It is that way. You made Donald Trump angry. I mean, that's not a good sign, really. Maybe it means that Donald Trump isn't doing as well as you think he thinks he's doing or should be doing. And it's quite strong. That's really strong. We don't need we don't need any ones. But we will remember, we don't need people to join wars after we've already won. President Donald J. Trump. Yeah. The United Kingdom wants our great ally. Well, I mean, America's been an ally of you guys. Not completely. We didn't want you to have an empire all over the world and be totally broke. Why should we pay for that? Thank you, Lewis. But no, just an analogy of Starmer being abrasive. He's broken glass under an underpass. It's very abrasive. Starmer is Tony Blair even said Starmer should support Trump. Well, I think Tony Blair has gotten the money he needs to get. He's gotten the money. He doesn't need any more money. So he wants to be nice to America. But Tony Blair is not the end all be all of, of what's good in this country. Starmer has actually ruined our great friendship between nations. Donald J. Trump couldn't have been more damning. I don't blame him one bit. No. They were in a war. I think he thought, I don't know what Donald Trump thought, whether he thought it was going to be easier. I mean, he's sunken all the ships. He's sunken all the ships, all the Iranian ships. He's basically bombed the hell out of the people, but has it stopped them? No, because they're fighting for their lives. The American dream has taken over the world. Sometimes the world needs to stay in their lane, apart from the food. Stay in their lane. Well, what do you mean by that, Corsa? I explain that. That's very uh I was gonna say coherent, concise. I don't know what it's concise about. White people don't vote anymore. The obsession with international law. There is no international law. You know what I mean? There is no international law. We didn't vote for that. It's been approved. It's like the climate change Paris thing. The Americans didn't vote for that. That wasn't a change to the U.S. Constitution. So it's not a real change. It's not a change. American leads and its follower get left behind. I think so. And I think we need people in this country to fight for this country. I believe in fighting for this country. Is that Keir Starmer is a globalist. He's like a Communist Party leader from Poland in 1974 or something. Just meat fingers like a worker. Not that working is bad. America, right? Disillusioned, and they gave up. Now immigrant communities are growing. Yeah, I mean, they basically it's like people. Keir Starmer actually believes in this stuff. He believes in what he's doing. That's the scary part. But at the same time, he might be doing it for money. Like, they might say, listen, if you lead this thing, you're going to be like Tony Blair. We'll give you 20, 30, 50 million pounds or something. We'll give you the money that we're stealing from our own local communities, basically. That's pretty much what's happening there, I think. I don't know why this says 0 viewers. Um, well, why? Like I asked today with my son. I said, why are they sending the battleships? What are the battleships? Well, I mean, what are the aircraft carriers doing? Are they gonna pick up people from the whatchamacallit, from the countries there, that British people that need to be protected? Trump has always spoken the truth of the average person, liberals, conservative alike, should take note and recognize change before it leaves them behind. It's already left them behind. It's already gone. It's already gone, basically. I mean, what people don't know, and I've said this over and over again, I don't think people are saying it enough. 47 years ago, America was abused, and for 47 years, we've been abused by those people. They hostaged us, they killed us, they've done a lot of bad things. Well, that was Calliope that said that. Hello, beautiful Calliope. Um, so that's what it is. Your son is too clever to listen to the crap. What, my crap? He didn't listen to it. He thinks he knows what's best, but he is young. He is young. The video and the sound are not synced. They're not synced. Should I? Okay, I'm going to start again. Calliope is there. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything okay with the sound? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm restarting the live stream. Let's just see if I need to do that. Okay. Can you see me? Something's a bit odd with this thing, and I don't know. Let me see what if I can fix this thing. Okay, I don't know what the problem is. Okay, hold on. I forgot what this is. I can never remember. It's always like going back, like I'm doing this for the very first time. Suzanne C is here. Susan C, what's the situation here? The situation here, we're working on a little bit of a sound problem, basically. We're working on that. There's something I need to do, and I don't know what it is that I need to do what I need to do. I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what I need to do. Okay. Are you held hostage in your flat? Do you need savings? Wink twice. I do. Something, it's not working, and I don't remember what it's doing. Don't know what it's doing. What are you doing, Carnegie? Seen and heard. It's all not good, and I forget how to do this. Carnegie, Columbus.
What?
No, I'm not asking. I'm not speaking to you. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what is wrong with this right now. Columbus. Can you help me for a second? I don't know. Something is not working here. There's a delay in the latency, I think. There's a delay in the latency. Everybody hold tight. Hold tight. Where is how do I get onto the latency?
You can't change the latency while you're still streaming. You're not even on live.
Why aren't I live?
You mean it wasn't live? It was delayed. Of course, there was a delay in the latency when you're not even watching it live.
Well, why? How did that happen there?
Because you're watching the stream, but you didn't have it on the live.
Well, how did I not have it on the live? Is it working now, everybody? Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay. I think this should be working now. Voting has to be made mandatory. You don't want people to be forced to vote. Lewis, did you ever go clubbing, socializing? No. No, I don't go. I used to perform, do stand-up comedy. It was like being in a club 7 days a week. It was enough socializing. We need more of the Genius Sun, maybe a Saturday special. That's possible. It was fine. Is it fine now? You look and sound sync. Okay, thank you, Calliope, Susan. Hello, welcome to our thing. Is this Susan that we know of? Or is it not the Susan that we know of? What is your point? What is this channel? This channel is watching an incompetent older person who's been canceled or banned or not appreciated speak speak his own truth. Susan, how did you find us here? Why are you here? Why are you asking what is this channel? It's basically a guy, me. That's what it's about. It's Saturday. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. I'm in the kitchen. I don't like that I'm in the kitchen. I don't like that I'm in the kitchen. Okay? I looked for live streams. Well, this is a live stream. And did this come up? Ruben says it's therapy for people suffering dementia. It could be said that. How old are you? Susan, there is no point. That is the point of this thing. You are in New York. No, I'm in London. I am a New Yorker. Thank you for asking that. I am a New Yorker, but I live in London. There's Lucy. Lewis, does your dodgy tooth come out at night or something? I don't know. It wasn't here in the daytime. Something, but it's not. I thought it was almost fixed. And now it's kind of back and a bit wobbly. Yeah, it's that. We've got to do that. I'm not from Peekskill. Marianne is from Peekskill. Was born in Great Neck, born in Brooklyn, raised on Long Island in Great Neck, and lived in Manhattan for 18 years. And then I lived in Brooklyn for 2 years. So that's my story. And then I moved to London, England. Where are you, Susan C? Tell us where you are. Brush your teeth. You've been eating carbs. Yeah. But I don't know. Would this make it? Would it make it loose? I mean, I've kind of had a problem with my teeth. Calliope, you're in Chester, Chester, England, or Chester outside Philadelphia. Crepuscular neurology. Did you look that up? Crepuscular neurology. Let's see what this is. I don't even know what this is. Well, what is this? Basically, it appears to be referring to occipital neurology, a neurological condition that causes intense stabbing pain in the back of the head, behind the ears. Oh, you're saying this show causes pain in the head? Is that what you're saying? It causes pain in the head. Basically, I didn't look it up, Lewis. I made it up. Did you make it up? Well, that's quite brilliant. Cheshire in it, born in Portsmouth. Okay, there you go. Well, welcome. I'm in London, England. So we mostly have people from London, England. Jane Catterson. Hey, Jane. How are you? Welcome to the show. Where are you from? Where are you from? And how did you get here? Tooth Fairy is Keir Starmer's worst idea for a job when he leaves office. What is it, like actually giving people? It is a great job for him. It's just giving people stuff. Oh, great, Lucy. Now it's something else that the Jew is suffering from. I'm not suffering from anything. This is the only thing. It's not even painful. It's just wobbling back there, making noise. Please don't give Lewis more to obsess over. I basically don't give me more to obsess. I don't have any pain. That's one thing. I'm in pretty good shape. Keir won't get another job, God willing. He won't get another job. Maybe he will. Of course he will. Look, Tony Blair got jobs. They get jobs. Love that for you. But apparently, if you go on the street in London getting stabbed, just like one of those things. I don't know what Cheshire. I've been to Cheshire. It's one of those. I've been to Cheshire before. It seemed like a nice enough place. There's a huge track on the outskirts of Cheshire. Rent Boy. He likes rent. He could be a rent, but he's not a bad looking guy. I don't know if he's that great looking. Who's posh as F? Who is posh? Is Keir Starmer posh? Keir needs to bend over and take it like a good boy. Can we be nice? That's what Calliope says. Calliope says that in Cheshire. Cheshire is nice. I think it is nice. It's just far away from Liverpool. and it's just small enough, and it's just big enough to be like a proper. It's almost a city. It's almost a city. I get bouts of pain every day around 5 p.m. Come on, we've got new people listening to this, Andrew. We've got to put up a good. Keir is not boring. He is a communist. He's like a leader of the Communist Party of Britain, or or he wants to be, but he's got to pretend that he isn't. He's got to pretend that he wants to be, and he's basically Sarah Pochin is MP for Cheshire. Okay, who is she? Lewis. Did you ever have a blue collar job? I've had many jobs like that. Did I ever have a blue collar future? Never did. But I have blue collar jobs. Have I painted houses? Have I been an estate agent? Is that a blue collar job? Have I been a waiter many times? I've done tons of stuff like that. Why do you think that I haven't done that stuff? I am. I've done lots and lots of stuff. Sarah Puchin. She's a former conservative councillor who later sat as an independent member. She left the party and joined Reform. Okay, well, I could see that. I could see that. I can see that. I don't know who Sarah Puchin is. I'm walking here. You're making fun of my accent, Susan. Lewis Dahl. Thank you, Calliope. I love when you say that. You are gaining in popularity. I'm so proud of you. That's really nice of you to say. I want to be successful. I want to be successful so that you guys stay. I want to be successful so you like me. Nigel Farage is doing a talk Monday on the Isle of Wight. £5 to go. Okay, yeah, it's a bit far from me, but you guys could go to that Isle of Wight. Isle of Wight, £5. Thank you, Rocket League, for that information. Noise. Is that how I sound? Jane Catterson. Is that what I sound like? Do I sound like that? Noise. Do I sound like that? I do sound a bit like that. I do sound a bit like that. I guess I do. You're the face of YouTube, red and square. I don't think I'm that square. I think I'm more oblong. Am I more oblong? Okay. So Lucy comes in and says, see how you can put any old made up nonsense in Google and their AI will come up with a definition. Yeah, well, because they're all related to something else. And I did that. Did you really make that up? Crepuscular. It sounded like a real thing, Lucy. although I'm thinking of joining Restore Britain. Yeah, I mean, you want to hear what the guy says. You hope he's going to be all right. You hope he's on our side. I love your accent. Thank you very much. I actually don't speak as strongly with a New York accent as I used to. I've been to speech therapy for many, many, many years. But thank you, Susan, for that. I do appreciate that. That's what this show is about, basically. That's what this stream is about. It's for me to get some positive feedback in some way. I need positive feedback. Imagine if they had Keir Starmer wired up to lie detector test during the prime minister's questions. He would pass them because he believes in all of this stuff. And he believes it's good to lie. He thinks he should lie. He doesn't see a problem in lying. The left and Islam, they think it's okay to lie. I don't think it's okay to lie. I believe in total honesty, or at least I'm trying to be as honest as I can. I lie all the time, but I don't like to. And then I forget what I'm lying about and I tell the truth. Did Keir Starmer do Lord Ali? Period. Is that news true? Asks Alex. I don't know. Let a guy be gay if he wants to be gay. I'm not going to hate him for being gay. Remember to hit that is so true. Why does Jane have to remind you people? Press the like thing. Press the thumbs up. Also, Jane, maybe press the notification subscribe thing. That's also good. No, it's how I sound, not for nothing. What I don't understand what that means. Noise is the UK slang for nice type thing. Noise. I'm not sure. Maybe it is true. You'll find this out about me is I don't really understand what the hell's going on. I'm always saying I don't understand because I don't understand. You're so patient, Lewis, and excel at anything you mind to, not just genius tech solutions. I'm not good at this. I'm trying my best to be as good as this as I can, and I'm not as good as it as I could be. Okay. Anyway, Jedster says, I agree, Rubes. Restore won't be ready in time. Sadly, I think we'll have to bite our lip and vote for Farage. I think so. I mean, Farage has been working on this thing in multiple forms for such a long time. For so long. Not for nothing. The way the mob say it. Loving on you. Thank you. Wow, thank you, Susan. I really appreciate that. I love you. Believe it or not, I don't know you that well, but I can. I've got a lot of love in me. I'm Advance UK. Are they still going? I went to the Advance opening day. I was not impressed. I was not impressed. I was not impressed. I wasn't impressed with. I mean, the people there were all right, but Leo Curse did the thing, and I like Leo. I like Leo, and I was there. I hope people didn't think that I was supporting Advance. Um, I'm an independent pundit. I'm a pundit recently seen on TV, basically. So I don't know what I I mean I don't know which side, whether we should go reform or whether we should go advance or whether we should go restore. What do we think? Do you know Hillary Fordwich? No, I haven't heard of her. And even if I do hear of them, my memory is so poor, I forget who these people are. Let me see who it is. Who is Fordwich? Let's see what it says. Um, Business development. Is that who this is? I don't know who this is. Strelmark, president and founder. Strelmark, president and founder, claims what? What did she claim? Let's see what she claimed. Um, aren't there American bases there? Shabana Mahmood is more right wing than reform. She might be, yes. But we got a problem with Islam in the country, and what's his name? And Sedlair said this. Good to see you, Sedlair. Um, we can get Trump elected in the UK for Scottish heritage. Give us hope. Give us hope. Well, you have to get a lot of people to vote for their local. He's got to put up a slate of candidates. That's how the parliamentary system works in Britain. It's it's a weirdly radical and conservative system. MS awareness. I think Advance have shot their bolt. I like Ben Habib. I like Ben Habib too. I heard him speak, and I like them. And he's very sensible, but he has got to lead a party. He hasn't got it to lead a party in his own admission. It's a bit shocking. Can I ask you to be quiet? Hold on a second.
Quiet as it could be. It's a bad thing that things make noise. You can't really do anything about that, can you?
I don't know. That's my son. That's my tall, good-looking younger son. MS awareness. What are you saying about MS awareness, Susan? The last king of Scotland got there first. There's more taxi drivers in London than Restore members. Probably true. Probably true. The whole city is taxi cab drivers or food delivery people. Yes, Restore membership has grown. I'm amongst them, but membership isn't the same as political infrastructure to contest an election. Yeah, you need somebody on the street in 650 constituencies in order to win, in order to become prime minister. It's not like we like this guy, we're all going to vote for this guy. It's not like America. A lot of the British people don't understand that it's not like America. His arm is swollen, Jedster. Thank you for asking. And he's a bit grumpy. And he's here. He's here all the time. Whereas before he was working all the time and out and about with his young friends. He had friends. He's done quite well by himself, basically. So he's doing good. Thank you, Jetster, for asking that. I mean, I like Ben Habib. I actually saw him speak, and every word he said was true. Every word. But that's not enough. You got to have someone who's going to fight for this country. You need people who are from this country to fight for this country. They've decided that they don't believe in borders. The communist, other people. I said to my sister, there are 14 people watching a live stream, so we are watching good stuff. Live your best life. Yeah, is there only 14 people watching this? Something's the matter with my machine here. It says 17 people. It says 17 people, so it's not 14 people watching it. But your sister, okay, well, you have a sister. One Britain, one Farage, says Blazing Star. Ben Habib is more comfortable with me than Farage, is more comfortable to you than Farage. I have 17. I'm doing quite well. Lewis, they are looking for a new Doctor Who. Every other actor has turned them down. Hey, Jay Blockford is here. Good to see you. That I can't because Doctor Who's on the BBC, and I don't pay. I'm not paying for the BBC, so I can't be on it. I'm not going to watch the BBC. Are safaris actually worth the trip, or can I save the hassle and sit by the window and stare at the hedge outside? Well, it depends where you live. There you go. Donna Aylesbury says Rupert Lowe, so she's a Rupert Lowe supporter. There's a lot of love for Rupert Lowe, and I've listened to him speak, and he speaks the truth, I believe. Jane C. and Susan C. Hello, Jane C. Hello. How old are you, ladies? Do you find me attractive? Are you fat? I'm waiting since before COVID for my bet on the next James Bond to come true. Idris is aged out. Yes, he's aged out. He could have been a good James Bond, but we need, you need England. I don't know what you need. I don't know what you need. I mean, the country has changed so much. Farage, this is Selaire says, he's a friend of mine. Selaire says, Farage thinks he has some kind of entitlement to the right-leaning vote. Restore, advance, UKIP, etc. Hopefully, we'll keep reform honest. Well, let's hope so. Or you could say it's forcing them into a whatchamacallit, into a position he doesn't want to be in, or maybe that's not going to get him any vote. Your age, and yes, okay. You're fat, yes. You're 50, and yes. Are you also 50? What is yes? Did I ask if you're fat or if you're thin? I forgot what I asked. Don't answer that question. Lewis is back with Are You Fat? Well, it's important to me. We've been having that discussion a lot. 50? How old am I? How old am I, Susan C? Do you know how old I am? Have you ever seen me on TV? If you saw me on TV, you might have more respect if you knew that I was an internationally famous actor, comedian, TV pundit, recently seen on GB News. You would go, oh my God, I'm so happy. This guy is Lewis Schaffer is talking to me. That's what you would think. You'd think Lewis Schaffer is talking to me. Lewis Schaffer is talking. Is that the right thing? Remember your last vote for the Monster Raving Looty Party. Got how many votes? Lewis wouldn't be able to get the Tarids to work without Columbus's help. What is a Tarid? I've never watched that program. I didn't want. I basically didn't watch any TV when I came to this country 26 years ago. Remember your okay, yeah. You're TARDIS. Okay, sorry about that, Chester. Okay, spelled it wrong. Okay, I was glad I asked. I didn't know what you meant, but I know the I don't even know what a TARDIS is, but it's something. It's something to do with Doctor Who. I think Reform has already been checked by Restore and has had to adjust and react to policy pledges. Says Andrew Rubin. What do you mean check that Farage has come out stronger than he did before? Dude, don't be in your knickers. I'm not in my knickers. I don't wear knickers. I'm totally. There's nothing going on. You want to see? Do you want to see me down there? Do you want to see what's going on? You know, I don't. I won't. Don't need to show you. I don't think the Monster Raving Looty Party won 3 seats last election. Jane Catterson says. Jane, the doctor can't work the TARDIS, so no problem. Is that true? What is the TARDIS anyway? Do I have to look it up? Tell me, Mr. Plockford, what the TARDIS is. And it's good to see you again. What is the TARDIS? Time and relative dimensions in space is a sentient time-traveling spacecraft from Doctor Who that is significantly larger on the inside, created by Time Lords. It typically appears in as a 1960s police box through the broken chameleon circuit. I don't know what it is. It's an acronym. It's basically a police box, but it's much larger on the inside. What happens? They walk into the police box. Do they still have any police boxes out there? Do they still have police in the country? All right, we're up to 18 people watching. So we're building. We are building. Thank you for listening to everybody. Lewis, we saw you have jeans on, laugh out loud. Maybe you did see me. Maybe I did. But I like the idea that I'm not wearing anything. You're on Doctor Who. I'm not interested in that in Doctor Who. It's his thank you, Jay Plockford. It's his spaceship time machine. Okay. I'm going to look up Monster Raving Loony Party seats. Yeah, look it up. That is the right approach because we need people to. I can't be looking up everything. I don't even know what the hell it's talking about. Red Dwarf is where it's at. I'm not a big fan of. I never saw anything by Red Dwarf. It was before I moved here. It was in the 1990s. I got Glasgow. Still has some police boxes. Donna Aylesbury goes Restore with the capital, so she believes in Restore. Let's just see what it says about police boxes. Locations of police boxes in Britain. Okay, how about that? Mostly located in Glasgow and London. Most famous, Earl's Court Tube Station. Outside Earl's Court Tube Station. In Glasgow, you were right, in Glasgow. The former locations of real there aren't. There used to be a lot, and now there's only one. It looks like. That's a bit sad. I remember there was one in Edinburgh. Is there a police box in Edinburgh? Let me see if there's a police box in Edinburgh. Scattered across historic landmarks, originally used for police communications. Other uses, let's see. Popular in Brazilian other locations. Cowgate, Princes Street. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few police boxes. Lewis doll. Thank you for calling me that, Calliope. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a new song suggestion for you called Parachute by Chris Stapleton. Okay, let me look that up, but let me just make sure I don't fall behind on the stream. We've got some new people here, and they could become good friends of the stream. They could be here all the time. Blazing Star says, I maybe believe if the Greens just took Denton from the believe I don't think they took Denton. I think it was a Labor Party seat. Selaire, Ruben says Selaire, which isn't bad, as I do worry a little that Restore will drive us into a civil war. I'm up for it, but I worry about the elderly like Lewis and my grandparent disabled. Yes, you want to keep things nice and quiet for me. Nice. I know I talk a good game, but I need quiet. Ain't no Tory or Labor, that's for sure. When Starmer will let us vote. You know what? The fact is that his own party wants him there. They've got suicidal empathy. That's what that's called. They don't care that he's so unpopular. You're right. Period. Janet, let's use some punctuation. Monster Raving Party won 0 seats. I don't think they've ever. I think if they won a seat, you would know about it. But that's true, Jane Catterson. Although Badenoch is doing quite well. Yeah, she's a good leader of a nothing party. The Tories are dead. They're dead. Nobody wants the Tories. We're in a war. We're in a war. You don't need a middle ground when you're fighting a war. You need Churchill. Who said that? I think that's Donald Trump said we need a Churchill. You need someone who says we're going to fight from here to there and nowhere in between. And everywhere in between. That's what he's doing. 3-bedroom apparently in a police box house. I can believe it. There's some very small flats in the world. Lewis, which is your favorite? A seagull, a pigeon, a duck, or a squirrel? My favorite is, of course, a duck, because you can eat a duck. It's delicious. It's a delicious. Is that yours? Why do you ask, Corsai? Lewis, laugh out loud, Lewis. Be okay, Andrew. It won't happen anyway. Let's just hope. We're not going to have a civil war between the left parties. One of the parties is going to die. We'll just have to say, okay, we're going to go with whoever whatever. You got to go with the other guy. Monster Raving Looney Party got more votes than Nick Buckley and Denton by-election. I heard him. He gave a little speech. He didn't come down to the thing to speak, and it wasn't that impressive. It's hard to give a speech. That's I'm a professional communicator, and it's hard for me. Who does the fighting in a civil war? For the record, I have a flat feet, bad back, says Jay Plotford. Yeah. Well, you know what? Go on a low carb diet, and you'll be feeling better. Oh, girl from Mars, still partying alone. Come in and join us here. Calliope says to Plockford, you only need a keyboard. You need a keyboard. Leave it off to the side. You're like the duck wrap from Tesco, Lewis. What does that mean? Not enough protein? I'm too thin?
I mean, sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not.
What does that mean? Does that mean my son says that sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not? I'm mad at him. He's trapped
for using the kitchen.
For using the kitchen.
Hell, get over yourself.
Can you watch your language?
Can you get over yourself?
No, I'm not getting. Donald J. Trump returned the bust of Winston Churchill to the Oval Office as soon as he took power, after Obama had it removed. Yes, because he was not a globalist. He was a nationalist Englishy empirist, Winston Churchill. But he still doesn't. Winston Churchill never fought for America. He fought for England. And we need Winston Churchill to fight for England. Labor is no one to replace Starmer. I'll work hard on my punctuation. Thank you for reading. Thank you. All right, Jane. Thank you for saying thank you. That's what you people need to do. You need to be like Jane, saying thank you to Lewis Schaffer when I correct your punctuation. Be nice about it. Say loving things to me. I need you to do that. Lewis not getting the jokes. Bloody America. I don't get the jokes. I don't even get the jokes in America. Nick's a nice guy, but a poor campaigner. Well, you need a leader of men. We're in a war situation. You need someone to shout and to say, this is what we're fighting for. Does C2 need a hand? Well, let's hope his hand gets better. It's still a bit swollen. It's not all bruised and shit. I hope he doesn't get fat. Hosein duck wrap from the meal deal. Your favorite. It isn't because it's got a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't eat that. I would order a thing of chicken. A thing of chicken wings or chicken drumsticks. Put a little salt on it. GB sound engineers are legendary. Yeah, nice people working at GB News. Or are you talking about Great Britain sound engineers? Yeah, they're famous. Of course they are. All those Beatles stuff that they did. All those sound engineers. You're anorexic. Food is a love. Are you talking to me, Blazing Star? I've been called too skinny. I mean, I woke up today. I weighed 78 kilograms. So I've gained about 2 kilograms. I've gained 2 kilograms in 4 days. But thank you for saying I'm anorexic. I'm with Carnegie. Why are you in the common kitchen? Because I tape record the first show in Columbia. I've got a. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit this, but this flat is super huge, but I'm just used to using just the 3 rooms, my bedroom, the kitchen, and the living room. I'm used to using 3 rooms. The whole West Wing, I don't go in there. I look in there and it scares me. And then the East Wing, I don't use it. Then the top floor. So that's why I'm here. The 5 o'clock show, we do it over there. This show, we do it here, 10:30 show. I don't know, should I do it in my bedroom? Should I be in bed? Maybe like naked or something? Would that get more people to watch it? Calliope, do you think that would get more people to watch the show if I was in bed naked? Basically. Hold on, I don't want to lose the thread. I'm with Carnegie. Why are you? Yes, he doesn't want me here. He wants to be able to cook his food, but he's not sleeping. He's like me. He can't sleep at night. He's up all night long, and it's not right. And I've been a bad father to him. A kind of a bad father, and I'm not a great father, but kind of a bad father. I'm not a perfect father. I was a better father with the first son. Leave the boy alone. It's the kitchen. What do you expect? Churchill was half American, Lewis. That's exactly right. Maybe that's why he was able to be the way he was, so ballsy and fat. Nixon was amazing, in my opinion. Tell us why you thought Nixon was amazing. I'm evaluating. He wasn't an amazing person. He was very unlikable, I guess. But tell me why he was amazing. I was happy when I was alive. I remember when he resigned. I remember where I was and everything like that. Now I'm beginning to think maybe he wasn't as bad as they say he is. I'm going to check your IMDb like Real Housewife. Sending love. I'm going to check IMDb like a Real Housewife. Sending love. XX. Well, thank you, Susan. Thank you. You can stalk me. You people can stalk me. That's the thing about this show, is that Lewis Schaffer is right here. Maybe it's taking away from the greatness of Lewis Schaffer because I'm too accessible. I'm doing 2 shows a day for 3 hours a day. That's a lot of shows, and I'm not with no content, with no preparation. It's like just too much. I think Nixon was set up with Watergate, like Trump and Russiagate. Interesting. But was he fighting for England? America. Was he fighting for America? Lucy, this is Lucy. No such thing as suicidal empathy. What do you mean? Some people want to die. Is that suicidal empathy? Some people don't care if they're supporting people who want them dead. That's what I think suicidal empathy is. Am I right? Check out shawarma, says Susan C. What about shawarma? What about shawarma? Lewis, have you tried streaming in your bedroom naked? Naked in bed, under the covers? I guess I could do that, really. I guess I could do that. Would you watch it? Lewis is right about the diet. I've been trying to do the same thing for years. It works. It does work. Like I've been eating a very high carb diet, and my feet start hurting again. I have a case of gout. I've got high uric acid, and then eating the carbs raises. And then when I go on a low carb diet, my feet don't hurt anymore. But thank you, Jay Plockford. I think that's the thing that I try to do. I try to, you know, try to help the world. So many angry people enjoy the effort. So many angry people. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Susan C? The fact you say you have wings in your house is hilarious. I've got wings and floors, and I've got a tennis court over here that I've never used. I've got the swimming pool out back. I've got lots of stuff. Seeing you live on stage is a dream of mine. I'm not sure about your bedroom. Corsai makes me laugh. Yeah, well, you'll come and see me. You know what? You can come and see me in Banbury if you're up there in Cheshire. I don't know how far away Banbury is from Cheshire. I'm going to guess it's about 2.5 hours driving, maybe. Save that show for your OnlyFans, Lewis. Yeah. Do you think people would pay to see me naked? Does Carnegie know how to win friends and influence people? I don't think he does. I mean, he does. I mean, as upon a personal level, he doesn't know that book, the Dale Carnegie book, and that's what But he does know that. He does know he's very likable. People is he nice with his father? Not as nice as he could be, but he's nice. People always tell me whenever they run into him, "Oh my God, I love your son. I love your son. I love your son." Both my kids are good with people. Naked men are like hairless cats. Only their owners love them. That's also funny, Calliope. That's true. That's true. Men are like hairless cats. Only their owners love them. That is true. Women don't like men until they like the men and they fall in love with the men, and then you can't get rid of them, and they get really upset. But in the beginning, they don't look at a guy and think, "Oh my God, this guy is so gorgeous," So I understand that. That's really well said, Calliope Crawfish. I remember Nixon of Knock Green. It was at a TV show, Andrew Rubin. If you can't sleep, get up, gray square chocolate, don't chew, let it melt in your mouth while you fall asleep. What is gray? Get up, gray square chocolate. Is that what you're writing? White House delegate, says Alex. Can you rewrite that, Blazing Stars? Can you rewrite that so I understand it? Calliope, Andrew says, brilliant, I like that. The problem with men is only 5% of the men, if that many, are that good looking. The rest of us get ignored completely. They look over our shoulders. They don't really care. Lewis one posted his phone number on Twitter. I've done a lot of things. I used to say my address when I was in New York. I used to give out my actual address, and people thought I was kidding. And then they would go, "Oh my God, I live next to that building. 101 Lafayette Avenue, apartment 3C. Come and visit me." I used to give instructions. Take the C train to Lafayette Avenue and then walk straight ahead. But that is true. That is true, Jay Plockford. That is true. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can catch up with the thread. Maybe you could be an inspiration for me to get back to pre-COVID weight. Maybe I can. I mean, I gained a bit of weight during COVID. I gained about 10 pounds, and I've lost it. But I lost 60 pounds, Susan. You can do it. The most important thing is weigh yourself every day. Do not eat carbs. Eat red raw meat or meat, whatever. You don't have to eat raw meat, but raw meat is better. You're more than good enough for us, Lewis. In fact, my chemo goes much faster when you're on. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's a nice thing. I'm trying to be an inspiration too. Chicken shawarma. You said wings and stuff. Well, I do go to the shop down the street and have just a plate of chicken with no bread, just chicken. So I don't usually cook that much chicken. I don't cook it. And if I go out, I'll have like a pork chop or something. Okay. Thank you, Susan C., for the idea of chicken shawarma. Suicidal empathy is being so kind and accepting of people who would like to harm you. It was coined by Gad Saad. Yeah. Is that what? Yeah, that's what it is, right? You're being kind to them. You're being kind. You think, oh, it's more important that you are happy, that you survive rather than me. I'm a poor woman. It's okay for you to use our bathrooms. It's okay. I'm gay. It's okay for you to throw me off of a building. I am, this is what suicidal empathy is. And I say no. Someone's got to fight for this country. But Southwark Council ain't fixing the lights. I mean, they are. They aren't fixing the lights. And I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna send messages. If it's not fixed on Monday, I'm going to send messages to everyone in the council and let them know, because Southwark Council is evil. They build on green space. They build tiny little flats. They build for people who don't live here. They build to make money. That's what they do. That's Southwark Council. Don't get me started. Seems like a lot of people not being that nice and stuff. You seem a good guy, happy to drop in. Am I a good guy? I don't think I'm not a great guy. I'm an okay guy. I'm an okay guy. But I do appreciate you saying that, Susan. So that's good. I do appreciate it. Maybe I should just say thank you. I should say thank you for saying I seem like a good guy. I don't know. You'll have to ask the people here. You'll have to ask. The unhappy people never miss a show. No, because I think it could make you happy, because I'm unhappy. I'm chronically unhappy. And I hope you're sitting there thinking I'm happier after listening to the misery coming out of this guy's mouth. The failure, Lewis Schaffer, is a failure. And I would say almost go so far as a loser, but I'm not giving up yet, so I can't be a loser. Lewis's greatest flaw, this is Wormelian, and he's been here since the beginning. Greatest flaw is he's being too honest. It's worth tuning into shows regularly just to see his character defect constantly. This character defect constantly get him into trouble. I say things that I shouldn't say. Thank you very much, Wormelian. I do appreciate that. Google gay square chocolate. See what they come up with. Okay. Is said to be discussed on stream. Lewis thinks about isn't to be said or discussed on stream. Yeah, because I've been demonetized. Lucy Van Pelt says, am I a good guy, Lucy? I'm not asking you. Don't answer that question. Google gay square chocolate and see what they come up with. Okay, I'll Google that right now. I was going to Google that song. I'm afraid to Google a song. Gay square. Gray's square chocolate. I don't understand what it is. These are images. I don't want images. All is gray chocolate. Okay to eat. It's called chocolate bloom, although it may affect the look and the taste of chocolate. It's harmless. Bloom chocolate is still safe to eat or use in baking. It's called bloom chocolate. What is chocolate bloom? What does gray chocolate mean? Fat bloom occurs when chocolate experiences a drastic change in temperature. The cocoa butter in the chocolate melts and separates from other ingredients. The fats travel to the surface. You can read this yourself if you want to read that yourself. Here, you can read it yourself. I was saying if you can't sleep, okay. Weight loss, how many alcohol units? I like about a week's amount per day. Well, that's the problem. The problem is alcohol makes you fat, and alcohol is not good for you. But neither is carbs and sugar. I say to people, if you drink and if you eat carbs, pick one. But it's very hard to. Alcohol is incredibly addictive. It's Moorish. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault that they're an alcoholic. It's not anyone's fault that they're fat. It's not anyone's fault that they are addicted to carbs because it's addictive. It's like saying someone is addicted to heroin or whatever. It makes people addictive. It's not good. It's not how good-looking men are. It's not how good-looking men are that makes women fall in love. It's how much you care and protect a woman that drives women crazy, Calliope says. My husband says his life, accident proofing yourself. Yeah, that's true. That's really true. Vote Labor out of Southwark on May 7th. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Lewis, if you saw the area of Alumrock in Birmingham, you'd be angry with all the little houses built in the back gardens without any planning permission. Housing, who knows? Oh, yes, that's also bad. It's bad when the council doesn't do their job, which is to stop massive building. It's bad when the council does the massive building themselves. Lewis prefers the 70%. Thank you, Jedster. Thank you. That's very funny. A lot of people, the new people may not understand this. My 82-year-old dad, says Jay Plockford, smokes and goes to the pub 7 days a week. Who can judge? He's sociable and doing what he loves. Yes, you can drink, but you can't drink and be fat too. You can't smoke and be fat. You can't smoke and be fat. You got to pick one. Sugar is the most addictive substance, and I don't touch that except in alcohol. Well, I don't know what you got to do. Okay, but are you eating? Do you eat pasta and potatoes, Susan? Susan asked, "Does this gay chocolate make you skinny?" Bread is sugar, right? Right, Jay Plockford. That's what I tell people. It's hard to believe this. When you think of sugar, you just think of the white stuff. And Lucy's laughing at Jedster for his joke. I picked booze. This is what I think. I think the problem with alcohol is it makes people wrinkly. That's the problem. Not that it matters in a major way, but I am totally obsessed with how I looks. The Greens could win Southwark. I think they could. I think they could win Southwark. Possibly. Or they could win enough seats. It's not good seats. So everybody the major or Lewisham is a man, the major of Lewisham is called Haribo Gumbum. Is that true? Which is it's right next door to us. Guess what? Everyone here can do whatever they want to. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. But it's not going to stop me from telling. What I want to do is I want to tell everyone to get thin. I mean, alcohol. If you're thin, you can drink more alcohol. But if you're fat, if you have too much carbs promote cancer growth. Do they cause cancer growth? Some do, but mainly cigarettes and alcohol cause cancer growth, and then you drink. I'm less wrinkly and I drink. Okay. Well, then you're in good shape then. 6 or 8 veg in a meal portion once a day. I'm against eating all veg. All veg is sugar. Veggies are sugar. Some have less sugar than others, but there you go. I'm not in favor of veg. Anyway, Calliope, you're wrinkly and you drink. Okay. Why does the Greenbelt land have a monopoly on what? Monopoly on what? Without booze. Without booze, I'd be, what is it now called? An incel. I'm happily married for 26 years. 2 grown-up kids. That's right. I mean, alcohol makes people have sex and stay, I think it's important. I've seen drunken couples and they're so happy. They're so happy. So I can't be totally, I don't drink myself. The recipients of self-deletion empathy are just pawns and a means to an end, nothing to do with empathy. Okay, so maybe you're right. It's not empathy. What would you call it then, Lucy? You're good with words. What do you call it? Enfield Greenbelt being destroyed by labor. Yeah, horrible, horrible. But they're also destroying green space in the middle of Southwark. Lots of green spaces. Peckham Green. Google Peckham Green. I am not wrinkly. You're not wrinkly. Okay, you're not wrinkly. I'm not saying you are wrinkly, but you're also very, very young, Calliope. Turn the boat around. I started drinking after I dropped the weed, and I want to be thin again. So go back to, I don't know. I don't know what you can do. No, I don't know what you can do, Susan. What do you want to do? Tell me what you're thinking about doing. Incel is Polanski in a nutshell, says Corsi. I would have to say to you, he's not because he's gay. Is he a gay incel? I think he's getting LAID. I don't think he's an incel. Any predominantly Muslim area will fall to the Green Party. It's going to change the political map as we know it, but counter reaction to what will drive more voters to the right wing party. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. That works. I'm not young. I'm in my 50s. That's young. You're young to me, Calliope. You got a husband. You are beautiful. I'm going to say this. You're beautiful. Suicidal bioweapons. So you're saying that people who are into self-deletion are bioweapons. I don't know how do you mean that? I'm not wrinkly either. It's just smoking that causes the wrinkles. That's also true. Alcohol, I didn't say alcohol. Did I say alcohol causes wrinkles? Smoking causes wrinkles, and alcohol, it can make you a bit something. Alcohol might cause self-delusion, says Jay Plockford. That's possible. Support them 50s. Yes, I support girls in their 50s. I want girls in their 50s. I smoke the weed to make myself eat, laugh out loud. We are all different. Yes. Smoke, yeah, that's a good thing. Or is it a good thing? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I'm trying to not do that. Anyway, I had to quit because I started having panic attacks. My older life got complicated. You had to quit what? The weed? Is that what you're saying? The weed? The weed? The weed? The weed? Yeah, you stopped. The weed made you paranoid. Yeah. Yeah. They are not into self-deletion. They think they will come out on top. Yeah. 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 They're delusional. Yeah, that. I agree with that, Lucy. They're not, we think they're going to kill themselves, but they don't believe that. They're like in a Clockwork Orange. The guy and the girl in the Clockwork Orange. They think that, and that's what the left think. The left think they know better than everybody else. Amazingly. Yeah, the weed. Thank you, Susan. See? The weed. Wrinkles are caused by shadows. Oh, wrinkles are caused by shadows. Yeah, if you stay out of the light, you won't get any shadows. I think that's what you mean, wrinkles. Wrinkle with a K, there's a K in there. Nothing satisfies like a drink, a smoke, and a joke, says Robsy. Good to see you, Robsy. Those days gone for most people. Well, Yeah, having a good laugh with people. A drink, a smoke, and a Coke. Great national talent is having a bar. You know that song? The Great National, and it's an American song. And let me look what the American song is. Oh, I've had this. This has been on the entire time. Sorry. Um, I think it's a Creedence song. What is the song? What's going on here? Song lyrics, great national pastime. I think that's what the song is. Pastime. The Birds. Do you know this song? One of America's great national pastime is drinking a Coke. Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you know this song? Taking a smoke, telling a joke. One of America's great national pastimes is playing ball, taking it all, thinking so small. But the great taste of Coke has refreshed players, the hot and the tired, the weary and the sore. The great taste of Coke has refreshed players, the hot and the tired, the weary and the song. Do you know this song? One of America's great national pastime is chocolate fudge, carrying a grudge, bribing a judge. But the great taste of okay, one of America's great national pastime is poisoning rain, acting insane, inflicting. This is a great. This is like a real anti-American song. Oh my God! One of Americans' great national pastime is worship of speed, planting the seeds, taking more than she needs. One of America's great national pastime is cutting the grass, grabbing some ass, living too fast. You know this song. But the great taste of Coke has refreshed players, the hot and the tired. You know this song. Do you know this song? Do you know this song? Don't drink, don't smoke, don't play with yourself. Don't do fuck all. Take a shit once a day. If I'm lucky, I make it to the toilet seat first. If you're on a high carb diet, that can happen. That song is no bueno. It's me singing the song. Sorry. I don't know you. Most people say that to me. They say they know they can't sing. No, it's who wrote that song? The Birds. Let's find out who wrote that song. Good question. It's by the Birds. Who wrote the song? I'm checking this out right now. Um, okay. Doesn't say. Let me just check this out right here. Skip Batten and Kim Fowley wrote that song. One of America's great national pastimes is having a Coke, taking a smoke. Let's see. Hold on a second. Graham Parsons, reunions, members, discography. Let's see the discography. I think it was a 1970s song. Who is Skip Batten? I don't know who he is. Skip Batten. I never even heard of this guy, Gallipolis. Anyway, okay, let's get back on track. Hey, everybody. I haven't read the last few things. I'm not totally sure what's occurring here. I'm just trying to support a dude living his best life. Thank you very much, Susan. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to help you guys support your best life too. Anyway, so let's just say goodbye. I'm going to read off the top fans. Who's been a top fan? We don't know who the top fan is going to be. And then I'm going to read off the whatchamacallit. Read off the and then we'll find out who. We're going to have a little competition for who the top concurrent, what the top number of concurrent viewers has been. We've been on here for about an hour and 30 minutes, and you can guess what. Write the number. Whoever comes out with the first number. If you put down 1 and it's only been 1, like Andrew put in 18, I don't know whether that's the right number. I don't know if it's the right number. We'll have to find out. Okay. Okay, so the number is, let me see what the number is. Everybody just write right now, write quickly. Whoever gets it first. I haven't looked at the list. Something's not working here. Oh, here we go. All right, so there we go. So what is the top number? I verified it. The number of the highest sustained number of viewers, folks. That's the number. 19, no. 17, no. Robsy, 32, no. Jane Catterson, 25, no. Blazing Stars, no. No. Let's see. Who's written the number? Andrew Rubens is 18. Has anybody gotten it yet? I don't think anybody's gotten the number, Kermit. So keep on going, people. Carrie B left in the same time as Joodles. And Mr. Cuff. We lost Carrie B. We lost Carrie B, Joodles, and Mr. Cuff. Who else? We've lost a lot of people. Anyway, so 1821. Keep on going, everybody. Suzanne, hi. You got to be right on the money. Right on the money. If the number is 1,000, it's got to be 1,000, not 999. Whatever the number is. 39 says Blazing Stars. No. Your phone number, call me. You can find me on Twitter and send me a message. You want to send me a message, I'll talk to anybody. 23 is Andrew Rubin. So no, I have not been. Keep on going, everybody. This has been the best show we've ever done. This has been the best show we've ever done. Did someone say it already, Kermit? Oh, I see who it is. Okay, well, the winner is Lucy Van Pelt. Is that what you're saying, Kermit? Is that what you're saying, Lucy Van Pelt? That's what I say. It's been our best show ever. And because every single show we're getting better and better. Better. It's Lucy Van Pelt. Congratulations, Lucy. Oh, I didn't read who the top fans are. And the type fans, Sandeep is at 18. Donna was here at 17. Jay Plockford at 16. Robsy at 15. The Jedster at 14. Warmelian at 13. Cell Air at 12. Rocket League at 11. Hi-Ho Kermit is at 10. Girl from Mars is at 9. Corsi is at 8. And Alex is at 7. Gallipoli, whatever. I can never pronounce your name. Miss Crawfish is at 6. Susan C is at 5, really strong. And there's Lucy, who won the event, but you're also 4. You're way up there. Blazing Stars is 3. Andrew Rubin is 2. And the winner, making her debut here, you're our top fan of the day, Jane Catterson. Thank you, Jane. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lucy's beautiful. Susan is beautiful. Susan C is beautiful. Girl from Mars is beautiful. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girls. Donna is beautiful. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for coming tonight. I'm going to keep the stream on for 2 minutes. If I have, don't forget to, I forgot all about that. Like and subscribe. It's very important. You like and subscribe. If you want to buy the stream a cup of coffee, go to Ko-fi.com. People do. They not that much. But anyway, they are beautiful. Kinsey is back. It's ended. Yeah, 10:30. Sorry, Kinsey. Sorry. Or go to Discord that Kinsey set up for us. Kinsey, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Kinsey from Northern Ireland. Yeah, so that's good. Follow on Twitter. Here's the name, Lewis Schaffer on Twitter. See you again soon. Thank you very much, Susan. Be careful. I might follow you home. I might start. It can happen. It can definitely happen. Lewis, come back. We will see you again. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thank you, Lewis. Great fun meeting you. It's good fun to meet you. I hope to see you another time. Thank you. Look at your DMs. Okay, I'll look at my DMs. I didn't know. Okay. I'll see you guys later. You're not snatching. You're not snatching. You're not snatching. Okay. We will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock and then probably at 10:30 at night. Will you be there? I hope you'll be there. Not now. Why are you telling me to do it? Why are you telling me to look at the thing? I listen to you, Lucy. You know that I listen to you. I listen to you. Have fun, lovely people. You're all lovely. Best show ever. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow.